Payment Pulse, a podcast by ExplorePay, a leading full-service payment provider.
Welcome back to the Payment Pulse. So far in this series, we've covered the basics of payment processing, interchange, pricing models, cost savings programs, and even how to read your statement. Today, we're shifting gears a little bit and talking about something that can have a huge impact on your business long term, and that's choosing the right payments partner. To help break this down, I'm joined again by Joe. Joe, welcome back.
Thanks, Noel. And honestly, this is one of the most important conversations business owners can have. A lot of merchants start by asking, "What's your rate?" Which makes sense, but choosing a payment partner really impacts so much more than just processing a transaction. It affects your cash flow, your customer experience, and how efficiently your business runs day to day. A lot of business owners assume payment processing is basically a commodity, like a card that gets run and that's the end of the story. But there's actually a lot that's happening behind the scenes that can impact operations in a big way.
Alrighty. So when a business owner starts evaluating a partner, a payments partner, where should they begin?
I think the first step is understanding what your business actually needs. For example, some great qualifying questions. Are you mostly in person? Are you selling online? Do you invoice customers? Do you need recur billing? Are you looking for reporting or inventory tools? Do you need mobility? Great questions to ask yourself when you're looking for partners because the right partner should fit the way your business operates today, but also where you want it to go in the future.
So it's less about finding the cheapest option and the cheapest rates and more about finding the right fit.
Exactly, because sometimes the cheapest option ends up costing more in the long run if you're dealing with poor support, delayed funding, hidden fees, or technology that doesn't actually help your business operate efficiently.
Let's talk about support for a second because I feel like that's something merchants don't always think about up front until something goes wrong, of course.
That's usually when it becomes very important. And support isn't just about answering the phone. It's about having a partner that understands the payments industry and can help you navigate situations that business owners may not deal with every day. Things like chargebacks and disputes, fraud concerns, PCI compliance questions, funding delays, equipment issues, understanding statement changes or fees potentially. Those situations can feel overwhelming if you don't have the right guidance.
Yeah, and chargebacks, as you mentioned, are a great example because I think a lot of business owners they hear that term but may not fully understand what that means until they're dealing with one.
Yeah, exactly. A chargeback can happen when a customer disputes a transaction with with their card issuer. And if a merchant doesn't know how to respond properly or within the required timelines, they could lose both the sale and the product or service they already provided. That's where having a knowledgeable payment partner really matters. The right provider should be able to help merchants understand why chargebacks happen, how to respond to them, best practices for preventing them in the future, what tools or technology can help reduce risk for those as well. Because it's not just about processing payments, it's about helping businesses protect revenue too.
That's such an important distinction because for a business owner, these situations, like a chargeback, aren't just inconvenient, they're directly impacting their cash flow in their day to day.
Exactly. And that's why expertise matters. A strong payment partner should act as a resource and advisor, not just a processor behind the scenes.
Alrighty. So another thing we've touched on in previous episodes of the Payment Pulse is transparency. How important is that when evaluating a payments provider?
Oh, it's huge. Business owners should understand what pricing model they're on, what fees they're paying, what services are included, how funding works, whether there are contracts or cancellation fees. A good payment partner should be willing to explain these things clearly, not make it confusing. If a merchant can't understand their statement or pricing structure, that's usually a red flag.
That actually ties in with a previous episode on reading your statement, because once you understand what you're looking at, it becomes a lot easier to ask the right questions.
That's right. And beyond payments themselves, merchants should also think about the technology ecosystem. Today's payment systems often connect with POS systems, online ordering, scheduling software, loyalty programs, reporting tools, inventory management, and many other options as well. The right partner can help streamline operations, not just process transactions.
That's a really important shift in mindset because payments aren't just a back office function anymore. They're connected to the entire experience of a customer.
Absolutely. Customers expect fast, convenient, seamless checkout experiences, whether they're shopping in store, online, or even paying from their phone. The right payment setup can help businesses meet those expectations while also saving time internally.
Great. So before we wrap up, what's one piece of advice that you would give business owners who may be considering switching payment providers?
I'd say don't focus only on the headline rate. Ask questions, understand the full picture. Look at service and support, technology, reporting, funding timelines, scalability, transparency. The best payment partner should feel like an extension of your business, not just another vendor.
Love that. And I think that's a great takeaway for today's conversation. Choosing a payment partner isn't just about processing transactions, it's about finding a solution that supports your business goals, improves operations, and helps create a better experience for your customers. So, Joe, thanks again for joining us on the Payment Pulse.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to all you out there who are listening to another episode of the Payment Pulse. We will see you next time.